pattern. Remember, we talked about a thought pattern on the second Sunday. Their pattern saw them die in the middle, never touching what was promised to them. These two instances are proof enough that Proverbs 18:21 is the gospel truth. The New King James Version says death and life are in the power of the tongue, and those who love it will eat its fruit. Yes, sir. The Contemporary English Version says words can bring death or life. Talk too much and you'll eat everything you say. Yes, the Good News Translation says what you say can preserve life or destroy it. So you must accept the consequences of your words. Yes, so it's safe to say, wherever I am today, whatever I'm seeing, whatever is going on in my life is a byproduct of what I say. The B clause of the Good News Translation said you must accept the consequences of your words. What you say can preserve life or destroy it, so you must accept the consequences of your words. But all talk ain't bad talk. One group talked, and the consequences was a successful building that touched heaven. But the other group couldn't shut their trap, and subsequently their mouths got them trapped in the wilderness, and they died there. Are you talking to build something successful? Or is what you're saying literally killing you in every dream, vision, or promise connected to you? I love my boys. I love Adonis. I love Jalen. But the way my insurance is set up, when I die, they got a little something waiting for them. They got a couple zeros waiting for them. But these jokers have told me in my face what they have already laid claim to. Jalen won all my Jordans. Adonis told me that, if I keep gaining a little more weight or losing a little more weight, we'll be wearing the same suit size, and he'll just take the suits that I leave behind. But if I can say this, I am making a point. Jamel Johnson is making a point, and I pray that somebody will join me. I'm not going to talk myself out of God's best for me, and then my seeds are left to live out what was my responsibility to fulfill. I'm going to be found guilty of passing the baton and not them having to get the baton out of the mud because I dropped it because I was communicating from the wrong level. Yes, the second generation Israelites got in, but hear me, they were only in the wilderness for those 40 years so the naysayers could die off. They were supposed to be in the promised land 40 years earlier, but their mouths held them up. Us with all of our church colloquialisms, we have coined the phrase, delay ain't denial. Wow. While that's not scripture, you may be right. You may be right. You may be right. It may be delayed for your kids, but it will be a denial for you. Yes, because every time God shows you something bigger, every time God shows you something better, every time God shows you something greater, you look at it and say, I doubt it, rather than say, I believe you, God. Yes, sir. Going back to what Jesus said in Mark 11:23, truly I tell you, if anyone says to this mountain, go throw yourself in the sea, and does not doubt in their heart, but believes what they say will happen, it will be done for them. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. I just talked about this last week. Erica, Daisy, I don't know why we want to make it so hard, but it is simple as apple pie. It ain't nothing apple pie but apples and crust. That's it. And we are trying to make it as hard as it can be. We want an algebra equation when it's really 1 + 1 is 2. Jesus said, all you got to do is don't doubt in your heart, but believe what you say is going to happen, and it will be done for you. You cannot expect to have next level living if every word that comes out of your mouth is killing the potential of the next level before you even get a chance to live in it. Yes, sir. That's good. I got 4 things I want to share with you today, and I'm going to be done. But I want to share these with you And I know these things not only will help you, but I will guarantee that these things, if adhered to, you will be talking on the next level. You will have next level communication. The first thing you got to do, you have to